Hello, everyone. I'm James Blake. I'm here on behalf of Lacoste and the Miami Open with four legends. We get to see Guga Kiernan, French Open champion, Grigor Dimitrov, finalist last year at the Miami Open, Daniil Medvedev, champion of Miami Open, Juan Martín Del Potro, U.S. Open champion. All four legends, all four great guys. We're going to just have some dinner and hope you guys enjoy it. Got to start off. We're here with Lacoste. We want to talk about the style. You had a pretty iconic style back in the day. There was a little longer, but we got to talk about what the style, how has it changed? How has the style, and do you think it affected your play at all?
It was part of my soul, playing the game. I feel very comfortable with this straight hair, going out there. And the bandana too, no? Bandana, like this big hair. Feels much different than the average on the tennis.
Definitely different than average.
Especially in '97, I was playing with this blue and yellow shirt too. So it's from the beginning for me, it makes a lot of noise in typical Brazilian. So from nowhere, and
it was the only you wearing bandanas that time.
The first, I believe, was Andre, no? Agassi. We came here early, we went to use pink and put the bandanas, everything.
Other than in shorts, too. Yeah, I've seen it a lot. But yours looked very different and unique. And it's changed a little now over the day. Like, what do you guys think of the style? How it's changed from his era to now?
Well, our stylist. Our stylist. As you can tell, no. I don't know. For me, always like I grew up, watching these guys, more than him. But I think I love the fact that we have seen like quite a bit of difference, like overall, and over the years, like everything has like kind of expanded, and I think everyone has been being able to be a bit more bold with colors. I love colors. I love everything that is kind of flashy out there on the court, and you're out there. And I think at least for me, one of the most important things is to always make sure that when I get out there, that I feel, just good and comfortable in my clothes.
Yeah.
Like this is, I don't know, for me, I don't really care like whatever materials are to that extent, even though I'm very, very picky with certain things. However, when it's out there, not so much of the mirror, not so much of the mirror. Nice one.
You're checking it out the way I'm
but it's just more of like the fit, how it fits and how it carries. So for me, that has always been like one of the most important things. And then obviously, the more loud the colors, the better it is. I mean, we get to go out there, and I don't know. Once you have it, I think it's cool.
So you don't care as much about the materials. Do you feel like the materials, like all the new technology in the clothes, the shoes, think that makes a big difference?
I think it's great, yeah. I don't know how it was before.
I have your shoes. A different kind of your shoes.
Yeah.
I use all the time.
They're good, I like them. They're comfortable. But I don't know how it was before.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, the material is great. Like when you sweat, it's, we're all even sometimes without the towels, you just do it with the t-shirt and it's obviously all in it. So, I like it.
Able to produce the shoes. Made many tests.
Yeah, some tests, especially for
special food, right?
For the grip, for the food also, but more for the grip, because I slide on hard courts. I like to run fast. I like to slide, and so it was important. And it was pretty fun.
What's your shoe size?
Shoe size, not that huge. 47.
Like mine.
Yeah, so like
13. 12.
Mine is 12 and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Marin Cilic is one time I came to Madrid. And I don't even remember how I forgot my shoes the first day to put them in the bag. And then I see Marin, so he's like a big guy practicing there. So I was like, can I use your shoes? And his were like 14.
No, but John used
So I was
Some query.
correct.
yeah,
Probably.
17 you said.
I don't know. So what's Opelka?
And vodka is even more. Yeah,
More. It's
it's much.
But Marin surprised me because he's a little bit of my height.
Yeah.
Your shoe like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but materials are important for this kind of weather, this kind of tournaments.
For my
5 hours matches. Yeah.
You go through them now. You can go through them on the court, especially with the court being so gritty. You can go through them really quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah. My the shoes that I use for sliding in the they have a
got,
like more layer. Yeah, because otherwise you break them on the first slide. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's changed in the shoes and everything. I gotta ask you, Guga. You were the first with a big change in the technology with the Luxon, with the string. How much do you think that affected the game, and how much do you think that's affected the game from when you played till now? I think it's been huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't know. I was 18. I started to play Look Slow, and they gave me for free.
Yeah.
It was great. So, 3 years later, I won the French Open, also from nowhere.
Yeah.
But thanks. I didn't know how much was that important the string that you see the string made a huge difference. Even different. I was this one. All that time, I was able to build my game. I had the opportunity to use from the beginning. So this helps a lot.
Yeah.
Remember chatting with Andre.
Yeah.
And he was there. Switching this. What's this? What's the rules?
Yeah.
I have to try. If it doesn't work for me, I will ask ATP to provide it.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted to ban it. He said, but it changed the way you're able to shape the ball. I mean, these guys are good examples. I mean, his touch, your power. I mean, that kind of the string changed. I think with just
Different way of
you're able to control it from so far back. I mean, that string made it all possible to see kind of the different varieties of game styles like these guys have. It's incredible.
Yeah, you could try your strongest shot and still having a lot of feelings, how different spins or throwing angles, and with a lot of confidence and skill. So for me, as I said, from the beginning, I didn't know the capacity of the string. Very young and doesn't matter what happened.
You didn't think too much.
But this helps to understand what I could at least reach as my game.
Yeah. Did you guys ever play with gut? Did you ever try it or no?
Yeah, I finished my career playing with gut. Yeah.
Full gut.
Full gut. Yeah.
Not full gut.
Full gut. I have.
You never tried?
I only play with.
I should. I think I should. With the balls right now, of course.
Full gut. There's no
I changed to gut because of my wrist.
You played full gut or
No, not full gut. Half. Because of
And so,
my wrist.
Guga, you were the first one to play with full Luxilon, or
Is it? They agree about it.
the degree of the power.
Red
Yeah.
one, yeah.
and you played the full
With
no
full,
gut.
Yeah. Full
And before they were playing full gut,
Full
or
gut.
how?
Almost everyone. I'd say before you.
To buy one gut with me, $25.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That was the same?
Yeah.
God, it's still very expensive.
Gut's
So probably more.
Before you.
$50 to be top 10 to play gut.
In that time, it was tricky to get.
Yeah. But everyone
now
still used it. I mean, back
everybody-
in the top 20, probably 18 guys were full gut. You know, it was everyone was using full gut.
In 20 minutes, breaks.
Breaks. Yeah. I
Or when
so
it's
it's
wet
it
and
would just
humid.
snap in the bag.
the bag.
It would just pop.
It's like wet and humid.
But I remember like 4 or 5 years ago playing the French Open, I used like 8-7 rackets in a match because the gut was completely destroyed after 15-20 minutes. On clay, it's 15 minutes and it's over.
Yeah. All right, we sat perfectly here. We got the one-handers on this side and the two-handers on this side. What do we think? Do we think in 10, 15 years it'll be
My
all
backhand,
two-handers?
my backhand is horrible.
No.
You have a decent slice, man. Come on.
But my slice because the wrist. Yeah, we can do a good team. Your backhand, my forehand.
Yeah, but not my slice. I think my slice is
But what do you think? You think in 10, 15 years there's no more one-handers? Because there's, one in the top 10 right now, or two, but
I think just
Wow, this
what
new
you're-
generations play so fast, and
how many
I think it's
one-handers
actually.
you guys had back in the day? A lot.
I think it's tough now.
Now it's only 8 in top 100.
Yeah.
Only 8 in top 100.
It was very hard. For me, it was very hard returning. The serve was
Yeah, it's always more difficult.
always the
It's either
top
this or
point.
that.
Yeah.
My kid plays, I told him.
I think the thing is that
No, man, come on. Is your son competing?
A little.
it's
like,
easier.
no, man.
Yeah, and I agree with George. I agree. I think in 10 or 15 years, I don't know if there's going to be.
I think one day.
I think there's going to be always some, but I think they're going to be less and less. But I think some for sure.
There's only 8 right now. Think
So
about it.
Grigor and Bulgarian go like,
Yeah, but I mean, picture we have only 8 right now,
Yeah.
and they're
in 100?
And who has the better backhand for you?
best one hand.
Yeah. Besides
Still
you.
stands?
Besides you.
Does it still stand or no?
For me, it's just different way that way. For me, I like to look things to look. No, but it's like also. No, I love. Honestly, I love stands back and like it's no doubt. But also, I can take the challenge of like Dominic, for example. Even at India Wells, I remember when he won the tournament. I mean, how he was hitting his backhand.
Crazy how he's trading.
For me, Dominic was the toughest one-handed backhand I played.
Yeah.
Because he
back on the years,
sliced very well,
Richard
and then he would go
Gasquet.
down the line.
That's what I'm saying.
Richard.
You know, you can always do anything with it. That's what I'm saying.
so
And
creative.
everyone has such a. That's why I say all the one-handers, in my opinion, from, back then up until now. What I love the most, of course, I love the one hand. And once you hit it down the line, it's like probably the best feeling on earth on the court. But everyone has such a unique way to set up, and I love that too.
Yeah. It is.
Because you can never copy one. In my opinion, you can never copy a one-hand shot. It comes natural for
You can
one
see
hand.
easily the difference from one to each other.
I never been taught to hit with 2 hands. I don't know what I do. It's like I've done it, and then things are flying all over the shop. So, but then once I go with one hand, I'm like, okay, this is more natural. So whoever asks me, I'm like, guys, I can't give you a tip. How can I tell you?
Well, it's fine. We are not talking about Roger's backhand.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but for me, Roger would improve like the last 3 years. The way he's improved his backhand. Multiple things play that role in my opinion. Obviously, the changeup of Rafa always keep getting him with that lefty right there, changing the racket a little bit, changing the string, changing the pattern, changing the frame. So like there's so many variables that were put into it. And even that, he was taking the ball so much easier, right?
His coach even
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
He had an amazing one as well. I totally agree.
But it
So
looked totally different. You're right. Like,
it looked totally different.
There's more creativity.
It's very different, yeah. You have
Personality in it.
You can be
Looks
very
better.
What do you want?
You can be very effective.
On some pass.
That's why for me it's like it's so when someone asks me I'm like, how can I say this?
Yeah.
You know,
Seriously.
I love
No, thank you.
one quality of each one of them.
Yeah.
Like that's just that's Tommy.
Tom Tyson is so good. Yeah.
Tommy's so
Yeah,
like
so-
clean
just so
and like smooth and solid, always in the middle of the racket.
Still hits it like.
So actually, why do we think that there is less and less? Just because of the game, or because young coaches say from young age, look, to add more chances or
Yeah.
more
I think
or
good point, man. Good point.
because I'm thinking about you, Tommy, or anyone. I'm like, yeah, they could be top 10 now. So
I think it's
why
getting-
not in a way? Why are they getting less and less one hand?
Yeah, it's interesting. I would think to his point, like the game getting so fast makes you so like on those returns, you feel like you have to do it. But I mean, even when we were playing him, we were facing Andy Roddick. I mean, he was serving 140. We had to do
That's what I'm saying. Still on it.
sometimes. Most of the
chip also.
It's hard to chip, yeah. You'd be fine. You'd be back in the fence. And by the time it gets to you, you'd have it no problem.
There, you know what it is.
I know. It was tough. But yeah, you would be a nightmare matchup for Andy, I think. Oh my goodness, I think.
And who's serving like Andy at this moment?
Roddick?
There are some guys.
I've played him once, guys.
How about Medvedev? So strong.
I haven't played
How
him.
about Medvedev?
I mean, actually,
230.
Yeah.
230.
It's very hard, but he's got 2 first.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can serve decent. Yeah, I agree.
It's incredible. It's like it'd be frustrating, but yeah. So as the game's evolving, what do you think the next step is going to be in the evolution, and if there's something you could change? That's a good question. Let's go to you first. The one thing you can change about the sport, whether it be a rule,
crazy.
whether it be, of course, forever, for generations, there's been complaints about the schedule. But
Yeah,
like,
I think
what?
calendar isn't big.
But what?
Colin.
I want to hear a couple of thoughts on what we can change about the game that would make it better. Better for fans, better for players.
It's very tricky because I can only talk like for myself.
That's okay.
And I don't know, only Grigor can tell me if I'm right or not. Me, I'm feeling that for whatever reason, courts are actually courts. We have slow, fast courts. We have medium, fast courts.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal. Like sometimes I complain about whatever. But balls.
No. You complain? I don't know about this. I never heard.
But balls seem to get slower and slower, in my opinion. I don't know. Back in the day, when I was young, when I was playing challengers, there were some balls that would go big.
Yeah.
And some, so I want diversity in the game, so everyone can play the game. One-handed,
In my
two-handed.
opinion, the injuries come because
Yes,
of the ball.
yes, because they go like this, they get very
The
handy.
difference was in every league, and it's
And before, some balls, when you play with them, they were getting smaller and kind of even faster. So it was tough to play with them. But now that it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Now you play with the new balls. It's very fast game. But if you make one long game juice, like you go to juice on one game,
The felt
for next 7, you're gonna play with old balls.
Yeah.
And
a
so
different game.
it's a different game because
It changes so much from
And
that last
for-
game to once you get to the
Yeah,
ball.
and for guys who know how to like accelerate the slow ball, it gives such an advantage. This guys, and
yeah.
Some guys are hitting big nowadays too.
But yeah, if we talk about what we need to change in tennis, that it would be too.
I think
Any rule or no?
no, I like tradition.
Okay.
You know, but for me, the balls has always been one thing that I would say if I could change in tennis, I would be just one ball.
Yeah.
One ball.
Just like have one ball and that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
But also,
I have a favorite one.
What's that?
For me, the Wimbledon ball.
yeah, with the Sazendra, of course, but because it's the most consistent ball.
Yeah.
If you think about
Yeah,
it.
that's it. And they don't get huge right away. They take a long time.
You can play no surface with that ball.
Yeah.
Or also, when the time I was starting on the tour, everybody was complaining because it's too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was getting too fast, so they slowed it in.
But back to that, that's what I'm saying. What he said and what you said, and also what he said. But also, don't forget, there comes a point also where balls are changing, but also don't forget like the surface are changing. as well.
Rackets are changing.
Rackets are straight. But
I know what I would change. Apparently, there was a discussion in the player council to make it 5-7, and apparently it was turned down by the players. I'm not
To make it what?
5-7
Change one.
because I don't know.
instead of 7-9?
Yes,
Okay.
since when was it 7-9? Since 40 years? I don't know.
I mean, before
50
I
years,
started, yeah.
rackets change, strings
Yeah.
change,
Yeah.
balls change, courts change,
So make it
and this
5-7.
doesn't change.
Yeah.
And
They
apparently
say,
players
they say
turned it
no.
down.
They say
Lakers
no.
turned it down.
Apparently that's what I heard. I'm not there, so I don't know.
Who both?
We gotta get you on the player.
Who was in the boat?
Yeah, we gotta get you on the player council. What about
5-7, sure.
because they used to serve already 240, 250 kilometers at the time.
Yeah.
So they start to
They
make
want to
the
slow
ball
down.
bigger
Yeah.
once we were playing still.
Because they didn't want.
So you can return Ivanišević serve. Or
Yeah, even Isevic, Sampras,
Filipus.
Filipus, they didn't want
It was hands,
just dominating
by
just the serve. They wanted to slow it down a little.
Pasta seis
Yeah, so now it's
Yeah.
So one I heard was, see what you guys think about this, is what if we just completely did away with injury timeouts? If you're hurt, then you can't finish, and they can assess, but you.
I'd be okay with it. Like, I'm okay with injury timeouts, but I would be okay without it.
Also,
Because I feel like
The only
fans
thing
are
is,
getting
like,
annoyed
if
with
you
it
get
'cause
the-
they're doing it so often.
I have to say,
Championship and
it
stuff.
happened to me once in Australian Open.
Yeah.
Huge. I usually don't get blister, and then I'm running, and I feel something in my feet. I didn't even know what it was, so I called the physio before the tiebreak because I was like, I cannot move, and I take off the sock,
Yeah.
and there is like piece of meat
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
and then I would lose the match. But
It's
I
not
guess
about the time. The time is more like some players use the
Use it as an advantage, so that's why he just takes it fully out of it.
or the bottom rack.
Bathroom breaks up.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that one. I mean,
I love a good master
my
match.
goodness, I think I played 14 years on tour. I maybe took 3. You know, and now it's every match.
Not everyone.
But you were a guy who plays fast.
I played very fast. Probably too fast. The shot clock would be at 20 still. It was still
Never was the towel.
no talent, no nothing. Just get the ball and play. But yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
it's like, yeah. Say.
So we got some. We'll talk about.
You in the diet?
Am I dying? Oh no, I'm trying to. I want to make sure. Don't
talk too much.
I'm talking too much. You guys take over. We want to hear from you guys. You look like you're still in great shape. How much are you playing?
Oh, let's do.
Cheers. Yeah, we need to get some.
Oh, vou passar pro vinho aqui.
The old players.
Cheers. Cheers, Matt. Yes.
You still playing a lot, good?
Oh, I can't, man, because of my hip.
Good.
So what I do is surfing.
Surfing. Okay.
I just
Good surfing in Brazil.
It's recovery.
Yeah, that's what I've
In the
heard.
morning surf and at least to move my body and do some exercise. Otherwise, it's hard.
Yeah.
But for me to step on the floor and run 3 or 4 steps,
You can't do it.
what of pain.
And not for surfing.
No, for surfing because
Soft is balance.
yeah, and the balance is on between the both legs. The problem is when I have to stand on one leg, and I need the prothers, everything, but still, it gives me like a place.
I can imagine Guga in Brazil, big smile, surfing in the morning, like never even like falling from the surf, just like 1 hour straight. Smooth surf. Yeah, exactly.
It's always
The hair.
I practice a lot, play for a long time. Now it's time to
relax and enjoy.
Do you think there are any tennis players that don't have like pain after career?
highly
Another one.
highly doubt that.
No. Well,
Really?
Really?
Maybe what I've
flexible.
they cannot run.
No, but
Still, probably.
still like
Like those stairs.
no, but also things I heard some players when they retire,
Long distance.
they feel like for like a month,
And I had,
like they feel horrible, like
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden everything disappears.
Starts getting better.
Yeah.
But then you start
But
realizing
then it's like,
What?
yeah,
then it's hard to get
But,
back into that shape.
yeah.
So then the other
going
things
for
start to
the
feel like it
new
takes a lot longer to recover. And
Very
it's
soon.
just getting old, you know? It's not easy.
I mean, tell me things.
Like
are not
you,
easy.
but I want to hear actually how you do it because you seem to be getting better. You're playing at a later stage in your career that I wouldn't even say the same as you were playing earlier in your career. I feel like you're improving, and most people at this age are not. I mean, it's an incredible testament to longevity.
No, but thank you. There's not really a secret. I think there's just I've always been very conscious of what I had to do for my body, and I think also for the game. I mean, you guys know how it is. Like everyone knows, tennis is not a sprint. You know, tennis is a marathon overall. If you think about it, so many years on tour. I mean, it's my 17th
I was
year.
gonna say how many years? 17 years.
17th year.
It's much difference in
This is crazy. Yes, and also it's so important the way you look after.
For them,
your
it was
body.
a sprint.
Yeah. How old were you when you retired?
yes.
100 meters.
And I remember,
That's why we also
For us, it's true.
we got
42
hurt.
kilometers.
Doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
you have to go
Yeah.
fast, as fast as you could.
I feel like we were taught that it was maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
If you get 10 years, that's good.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
You know, I was also thought that way, to be honest, because coming from Bulgaria, from a small place, everything was like, hey, listen, you have this little window.
Yeah.
But then also with time, again, everything started developing. The game develops, life develops different. So you start being a little bit more mindful of all these things and more open. And then also the mentality is so important. I cannot emphasize more on that because there comes a point where, at least for me, I mean, of course we're all competitors. We all want to win and we all want to beat the player, whoever is on the other side. But then there's a point where, at least for me, I'm like, you know what? It's not even about winning or losing anymore for me. It's just how can I find that. It's not even balanced. Like
I'm getting older, man.
Sentimental.
And you know what? I feel very nostalgic lately about things. No, seriously, I really do. And
I do feel like this about both, don't worry. We're nostalgic.
You know, like
4 years ago, 5 years ago.
like 4 years ago, I wish I had done this again. 4 or 5 years ago, you know.
well,
So,
I'm nostalgia.
yeah.
We got one last. We don't have much time left
Yeah.
on the live stream, so I want to know, nostalgic. Your favorite moment from your time on tour. I want to hear from each one of you guys so far. Your favorite moment that you had on tour.
Oh, good God.
You can be on the court or off the court.
No, on the court. Let's stay on the court.
Stay on the court.
We stay on court. We stay on course.
For me, the court was at Lisbon, the finals.
Yeah.
That I played there. Okay, then. Or if I played Sampras semis and then the under in the final.
I remember that.
More than
That's more than the French Open. More than
I
French
saw the
Open.
highlights.
That was because that was impressive to win it on a hard court. You know.
Yes, because of that, and I was chasing number one for
Yeah.
a couple of months, and I got too much frustrated, like
Yeah.
took it over.
And which one was it, the Masters for you? No, but which time? Like, how many times did you play the Masters before?
Cool.
Not
Second,
many,
second.
no? Second, yeah.
The year before, I played the Master. Ridiculous. And I went to play Pete. And Pete was like God for us. Oh, Pete, they show this in the light, big light. I thought he was a singer. I was starting.
Yeah.
This was 99, the year before. And then we start to warm up. He went to the volleys, and then he went back. Let's start to surf, and I forgot. I was so nervous, I forgot to go. And then he said to me like this, Not kill me. I said, I lost. 40 minutes. 6-2, 6-1. But 1 year before, then the next year. That's why we play in this kind of.
And that year you beat both?
This semis was against Pete, and then the final against Early.
Wow.
And then to me to become number one. So this was,
That was incredible.
as a player, was the
Yeah.
most emotional was the time they had. Remember
Russell,
Michael
yes.
Russell won the final.
Michael Russell in the
Michael
match
Russell.
point. The only other guy that knew about Luxalon. He was playing with Luxalon. He had it too.
Michael
Yeah.
Russell.
Yeah, he had that. Yeah,
Then we had the 6-3, 6-4, and then 5-2
yeah,
against
match
me,
point.
and then match point on 5-3.
he was down match point in qualies. I don't know if you knew that. He was down to match point in his last round of qualifying.
Where's that?
Won that? No, that was at the French Open. Played second year when he won it.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, incredible.
And then
Fourth round.
I was playing amazingly. I was the Finnish champion right
Yes,
this year.
yeah, you-
Was my third title. And somehow he was running all over,
Yes.
hitting the ball well. It was great. You know, you see your flight ticket, you know. I said, it's
I
time.
think we know it a lot.
I have time to go tonight. You know. The match point was around the 20 shots.
Yes, it was not
He
an easy
twice
one.
the line, and then he choked a little bit.
Yeah, and then it was over. Yeah, and he changed his career so much.
This was
Brazilian fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
this was crazy.
Crazy.
This was finish the match. It feels like I was flying. That's really crazy.
All right, well,
I would say the US Open. Yeah, I did the last five semis and Russian final for the first time.
yeah.
Yeah, it was my best ever moment in my career.
Yeah.
Another
It
emotional
was
moment
beautiful to watch in Rio. And the
The
Olympics.
Olympics was another
That was incredible.
emotional moment for in my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Davis Cup, you know, also for Argentinian people,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Yeah.
You know how the Argentinian fans
Yes.
they want to win something for the national flag, you know. But yeah, I would say that.
Daniil?
Mine, US Open. I mean, I honestly have so many like moments in my career which are great and I love them, but just because it's a Grand Slam, because I don't know if you guys have the same feeling. For me, winning a tournament in juniors or challenger or ATP, in a way, the feeling is the same. It's like winning a tournament. It's an amazing feeling.
You didn't celebrate like
It
the
did,
other
it did.
day.
I was just about to say, what about the celebration there?
The other day was crazy because you know why? Because I was so
Yeah, me too.
Because so he does second serve and I didn't think he's gonna serve in volley because the match point before he made a great forehand anyway. At the last moment I see that he goes to the net, so I try to make good return like in the feet, not really. He has volley here, makes a good volley. So I run, I didn't even have time to change the grip, so I play like with the backhand grip for it. I'm like, whatever, I just, I do what I can, and then I see that the ball goes here. So I was like, the point is over, I was ready for it 8. And then I see that he misses it. And it was such a surprise that I lost a couple of close matches. So my adrenaline just went.
It's the only time his adrenaline goes there.
Because if I would make a winner, I would be like, okay, I prepared the point, I know I wanted to do it. I would not be surprised, and I would be like,
He's like, oh, I got that covered.
yeah. And here I was like, oh my God, again, I'm gonna lose the match. But then you say sorry. And then I saw out. I'm like, it was pretty fun.
I love the celebration.
Then
That
on
was
that
pretty cool.
team,
It's very unique.
it was pretty fun.
Have to repeat it now.
Yeah.
But so for me, it's US Open, but not in terms of emotion, but in terms of what it means.
Yeah.
Grand Slam, I won, and it's amazing. But for me, like winning a tournament, doesn't matter which one is amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like happy with all my wins, and I probably remember some of my junior titles or crazy weeks or something.
I mean, it happens so rarely. You come through. I mean, it's a field. Only one person. One person for the week. You? What's your favorite memory?
I think because there are quite a few that it always sticks in my head when I speak about tennis, and they always stay there. Probably like playing the O2 for me, like the Masters.
Yeah.
Because I got in the last week.
Yeah.
Then I just showed up there, and just throughout the whole week, it was just like magical. Like every day something was going on, something was happening, and I ended up finishing, number 3 in the world, which was. At the time, I for sure wanted to finish as high as I could possibly can, but I didn't envision that I could have done that year, especially after how yeah, Roger and Rafa were 1 and 2. They were impossible to touch them, even if I would have won 3 slams that year. I think my points still will not have counted, but I think probably this one will stay in like one of my highlights for many different reasons, not only just because of winning it, but I think the whole experience all around. I think this will stay forever. I think, and I mean, never got to a Grand Slam final, so hopefully that's eventually what happened. Not yet. That's what I'm saying. So that's the one that I would love to honestly like experience. I think, I would say this is like the.
Which one? Anyone? Or?
I know, like I've gotten to the semis of all of them in a way, you know, except actually the French quarters. But like for example, that match with Rafa I had 2017 in the semis has got me, it stuck into my head, and I would say if there's one slam, I would love to like go back and like, you know, replay or get a step higher. I would probably be this one first. Yeah.
Would so all 3 of you obviously have won one slam. I mean, the one that you won it 3 times, but is there one that you would trade it for? Would you say would you trade like your U.S. Open for a Wimbledon, or would you trade your French Open for a U.S. Open?
Winning the U.S. Open was my dream since a kid.
That's nice.
And I did it. I think for Argentinian tennis player, they more love French Open because we grew up playing on clay courts. But for me, it was very special to play in New York. You know, the surface, the atmosphere, the crowd. They make a fantastic show.
The way it happened to you was very special.
Very special. And I was young. I was 20 years. Yeah. But I would say Wimbledon, maybe too. Another one. Yeah.
It's hard to exchange, you know?
But hey,
you got 3. You got 3.
You can trade one. You can trade one here.
You got 3.
You got 3. Yeah.
So when you were so young at 20, did you feel like your life changed instantly, or was it something that was kind of a slower burn?
No, it was slower because I would keep same friends. You know, I did my own routines as I've been doing before winning a Grand Slam, and it was a little bit
much has changed.
Crazy in Argentina. I became more popular, not only in Argentina, maybe around the world too, but. For my normal routines, it didn't change at all.
What ranking you were at the time?
I was 7 in the world.
7 already.
I was top. I
played him.
10.
He was 15.
No way.
Something like this. We play each other there. Hitting balls, no, in Argentina. And we could see.
You could see that forehand, I'm sure.
We also play an official match in Indian Wells.
Indian Wells after we play each other.
You guys played that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember before serving, you were doing this movement for the hips, and it was for me. On the other side was like
the match. No,
you won.
He won.
I won. I think.
But
you were retiring.
And I think it was first or second years. Second year for you in the tour.
On the tour, yeah.
But when
with the long
he
hair.
started very early.
When
I say he started very early, so by the time he won at US Open, he already.
I was already top 10 the year before.
The change happened to me was very strange.
You were like
because
60
a week
something,
to the
right?
other, yes, I never played the semis or even the final in any tour event.
Wow.
So somehow, the life changed completely. There's so much.
And did you recognize it right away, or did it like take a certain moment afterwards that like where it sunk in, where you were on some media tour or something that's changed? Oh my goodness, this is going to be the rest of my life now.
It was about a couple of weeks or months to understand almost everything.
Yeah.
But it was much different than today too.
Yeah.
Because you learn and everybody gets from what's happened there at the place, you know, not so.
You didn't have to. Yeah, you didn't have to put on social media. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to worry about that.
The access for everything. So even to Brazil, they start to learn what is about tennis.
Yeah.
I went to the grass.
But you're in Brazil, are like
Messi
and Maradona.
It's okay.
That never happened anymore. It's done.
That's okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
Messi and Maradona for us represents Guga in Brazil.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You're an icon.
And the soccer, my style of
Your style of the penalties.
No one bigger in Brazil.
Well, Fonseca is having a lot of pressure now.
Yeah.
He's comparing to you all the time.
No, but the good that he's compared to the baddest than
Better,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
already
so
put that
good.
pressure on him. So you
But
didn't
that's
have
the thing, man. At 17,
crazy.
they were comparing me to Roger. It was
That's
the
right,
same thing,
because,
baby
yeah.
fed thing. Till
Yeah, baby
nowadays.
said, yeah.
Till
remember
nowadays.
that.
Don't laugh.
And you're-
Yeah, I remember.
What friends they bring to the table, man? These are our friends.
Who brought him here? Man. But anyway, so that was anyway, you're fine. Lucky I like you. But yeah, this is, I would say, that one of the worst things you can do to a kid. I mean, luckily I have a
Yeah.
thick skin and everything.
Yeah.
Of course it helped me, but it's also, it can damage you. a lot.
Absolutely.
I
Pressure
think
and
just
those
pressure and
kind
all
of,
that.
those kind of expectations.
Whether
at
you
such
like
an
it or not.
I never really got compared to anyone, but you know who I,
You are definitely one of one.
you know who
You are one of a kind.
You know, guys, who I loved watching play, especially on clay, which is strange. When I was young, Florian Meyer.
Good comparison.
That's a good one.
And you know what?
That is one name I did not expect to come up in this conversation.
first
Not
It was
one-
like, it was there
My
and then
first
dropped.
challenger
Yeah.
final. Yeah, when I was young, I was doing this drop shot. Well, my first challenger final, I played against Florian Meyer, and I was feeling good. I lost 2-1. The guy destroyed my game. He destroyed my game.
Made you
2-1.
question your
2-2 or 2-1. I lost.
Oh
It was
my
unbelievable.
goodness. Things have
He
changed
just
a bit
destroyed
since
my
then.
game. Destroyed my game.
All right.
I
What was
went
it
to a place called Marivana. I don't know if you know this
a
place.
Russian
Yeah, it's a Russian place.
Okay.
And I didn't even know. So what's crazy in New York? Usually it's just a restaurant. They have it like in London, New York, Washington, actually.
They have a nice
And
bridge
so
in London.
in New York, they have a. It's called Monday night. So it's only Monday night. It turns into like a nightclub a little bit. And so I was there. I won Sunday. I was there Monday night. And so
Okay.
we were there with like 20 people that
Still
were
celebrating.
supporting me during, and we were drinking, having fun. And then suddenly the thing starts turning into a nightclub. So we had a great night. It was actually a bad finish for a great night, but it was a great night.
Guga, in Paris, got to be a pretty nice celebration there. All three?
First two was at the Hits. That's the hotel. The guy, one passionate guy about
Can I have
sports in Brazil.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
name is Braguinha. He used to follow Senna a lot. Big friend of Senna all the time, stay in his house. So he was very sad about the accident and everything, 94, and suddenly I won on 97.
Yeah.
And he has, he used to have, just passed away, box in Roland Garros.
Okay.
So since I was 15, he gave me $50 to go dinner every match I won. It's like, so it's a big symbol for us as inspiration in sport in general in Brazil. So nobody expect me to win instead of him, because a friend of him told me, no, he told the guy, this kid, the Brazilian kid is good. No, come on, Braguinha, he's good, but he's gonna lose. No, he's gonna win the tournament. No. If he wins, I give him a car. No, only for him, no, for him and for the coach.
Yeah.
Okay, I give him one car for each.
Yeah? What kind of car? You got it?
Wait.
And then the guy's like,
I start to win, finish on the tournament. He comes straight away with the guy. Look, you can choose one car from you for your coach.
Yeah. No way.
10 days later, it was getting to our house.
You got delivered?
No, it's he owns the Audi
dealership.
Audi in Brazil. So
Okay. Oh my goodness, that's
A3,
so cool.
I got the A3.
Oh my
Back
gosh.
in that time, come from Germany. So
That's
fancy.
incredible.
So he did the dinner at Hits for us 2 or 3 times. And the last time I remember we found a churrascaria, meat,
Oh, yeah?
Brazilian restaurant that you eat. It's unstoppable meat
Yeah.
for 2 hours.
Great.
And they have a samba.
Oh, yeah, they have one
Texas
here.
to Brazil or something.
Takes a-
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
kind of this restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's small in Paris.
You have a good Argentinian one close to you, La Cabrera.
I haven't been there. Good to
Good
know.
beef, yeah.
Argentinian
It's
good
a-
beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
It's in Sanya. It's about
So now
15.
it's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's-
We end up
Is it
then, samba. playing samba,
Yeah.
churrasco.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
We
you-
always, all the time we want to be more close to home. But once we
Pero
have
el
this
carnaval en Río, the
This I would love to do one day.
Carnival.
You're already
carnaval.
dressed
This I would
Man,
love to do.
Juan, you
ready,
gonna take
born
him?
ready.
You gotta take him.
This
We
I
have
would
to
love
go
to
with
do.
Guga.
Goga.
Oh, you gotta go.
This we do
Guga,
one
you
day.
take us.
Give me some more years.
I mean,
It's already noted, okay?
yeah.
can you
It's on the
even go
bucket
there? Or is
list.
would it be crazy for you to be there? Would it just be?
Now they have facilities now.
You'd be okay.
Yes, everybody, anyone.
No,
who
Neymar
would
is
love,
going every
yes,
year.
everybody
Oh,
can
yeah,
go.
it's
Crazy. I had some friends that just
very
went
well
there. It's
structured.
very interesting. Interesting
And
stuff.
this show they make,
yeah.
especially in Rio, it's amazing.
One
Like
of
an
a kind,
open
one of a
theater
kind, yeah.
for 5 or 6 hours with
Yeah.
a lot of
It's-
nice things to watch.
I mean, for the Americans, they think of like
Tell
Mardi
me the
Gras, but
year
it's
you
even
want
bigger.
to come,
Yeah.
and then we make sure.
Maybe just a few more years of tennis.
Or even
Then
the
it's good.
tournament.
Same week
The
of the
same week of
tournament.
the
This is,
tournament.
you know, I've never played.
It's the same week of the Rio
I never
tournament?
played
It's the
this.
same week? Okay.
Have you played there?
No, it's clay, man.
So what?
It's during like Rotterdam, Dubai, where
So what? I want to do
Says,
that.
says the guy that's with it won Rome. You know, I can't play on clay. Just win
I
Rome.
was lucky. Was a little bit like Guga says this week. The clay god possessed me. I was playing. No, but I was playing so good there. It's
Yeah.
not like I got lucky matches or something. I beat like Zverev 2 sets. So
Yeah.
I was playing
You
so
play
good
Rune
there.
also?
Yeah.
No, could you play?
Yeah,
in the
Rune
final?
in the final, but like something happened. I was like spinning,
sliding.
sliding,
And always
then,
on time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Getting to everything.
yeah.
Has life changed for you being
After
on
Rome,
tour?
yes.
No.
I did win one time. It was my last title. My last title is coming from
I was not gonna go
Played
there.
for 1,000 Masters.
Yeah, like I said, it's since having kids.
Since having kids, yeah. Of
I
course.
mean, how has that changed? Does it change perspective? Does it change schedule when you're home, sleep, anything, or are you
Honestly,
still able to stay focused?
First of all, much tougher to leave home. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I kind of, I program myself. I love tennis. I want to win, so I still practice a lot. I don't see them a lot, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
so, my newborn is 2 months and 1 week, and I saw her 1 week and 2 days, I think, or 3 days, because then tournaments,
Because you're traveling, yeah.
tournaments. So yeah, so it's tough, but I know.
Yeah.
I know what I like in
And it's
tennis,
temporary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be the only thing, because if not, like perspective or anything, I'm pretty much the same about tennis. About life, maybe different, but
Yeah.
about tennis, all stayed the same for me. I want to try to get a title somewhere.
Yeah.
But for sure, scheduling wise, like I cannot travel anymore. 30 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
30 tournament weeks.
I know that
Which
feeling.
might be better for you anyway as you start getting older. Like just better for the body anyway.
Yeah,
to,
and that's
to
why
manage the schedule.
calendar. I think it's
yeah.
impossible to change it now with the way the
Yeah.
No,
ATP
that's why you need to
works,
change now
because a
for
lot
that.
of tournaments. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you need to like create a new tour or something.
Yeah.
But when you look at other sports, it's like
They-
it just seems a bit better.
They have a real off season.
Formula One is
Having-
kind of going into tennis way
Yeah.
because they only add.
Yeah.
So in 10
Yeah.
years, I wonder if Formula One is going to be
Where's
Yeah,
your
but
home
also
base
struggle. Monaco.
Monaco.
Yeah, a real off season I think would make a huge difference for the players to
Real
be able
off
to
season,
rest
even
injuries
mentally.
and yeah.
I think 2 months. If you have the 2 months, will be good. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Instead
like
of
having
like,
only 3 weeks for off season, it was.
yeah.
I think
Is
in
they
G-
still have the mandatory rule for playing the
Yeah,
500?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
even more. Now
Even
you have
more
to
now.
play even more.
You have to play
Since this year.
2 500s
I
and
think that rule
what is it?
will be
Because
great.
why is it
Madness.
more? I don't even remember why,
So
but
if
now
you don't
since
play, you
this
get
year
0
it's even
points,
more.
right?
Sorry.
From this year it's one more. Before it was 4 mandatory 500s. Now
4,
it's
yeah.
5.
Now it's
but
5,
Monte
yeah.
Carlo counts.
Count.
As a thousand or?
No,
No.
as a 500 into
Okay.
this rule.
Yeah.
But
that's-
yeah, for me it's even off season is important.
Yeah.
But I manage always to do good off season.
me too, but
for me it's during the season you have absolutely no
No
time to
time.
work. Like
Yeah.
this year
Yeah.
I had 1 week I think, and
Yeah.
so all the time you play. You manage your body as you say, but you don't have time to work with your team.
No, but
Yeah.
that's why you have to make a
Count.
choice at some
Yeah.
point. Also, like I had to make a choice. Am I gonna practice these 2 weeks tennis, or am I gonna, or like what's my focus? What's my goal? Because now you have. I mean, at least for me, I have to cut back on some days of tennis
Yeah.
in order just for me to be good and healthy, to be able to go perform, let alone have the hours on court.
Yeah.
I mean, if I look at it from that perspective.
I feel like you've spanned the generation a little because when I was playing, I feel like it was so much more on court to then actually taking care of your body. And I think that's spoken to the longevity, the players being able to play. But how much do you think it's shifted from just strictly the skill, strictly being on court and just, doing drills, hitting balls, to managing your body, and that being almost a priority over everyone that's out there that's at this level has the ability, the skill, but they have to be able to stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say something that I think it's a bit like maybe goes against some players, which I don't want to do that. But for me, it's like when everything has changed so much, like it's inevitable part for you to start doing different things. I think tennis back then to now, I mean, you guys can see it. It has changed. Players have changed. So I believe everyone can play tennis nowadays. It's how you're gonna manage to put yourself in that perspective. And it's not so much anymore about being talented or skilled. Everyone that is out there can do the job in a way. Can play tennis. But then it's all the other part. How you're gonna put the first piece and the second and the third and the fourth.
These small details make the difference.
And these details,
by the
exactly,
end.
are making a huge difference. I really believe in that. I mean, everyone. I mean, you have everyone such a different style of play. I mean, like this guy. I mean, it's for me it's amazing. No, seriously, for me it's amazing. I'm not. Like it's pretty amazing to be able to hit the ball that way and then the ball to go there, but then all of a sudden he hits it there and he goes there. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
And he does it from 20
He
feet.
goes left and he hits right.
And he does it from 20 feet behind
Exactly.
the baseline, and
No.
then still has a flat
Okay, but-
ball that then goes to 2 feet from
Yeah,
the
but
baseline.
for example, I count that as a talent.
That's an incredible talent.
Yeah,
know,
of
like-
course,
Yeah.
of course.
So you see what I mean? So it's just that, and everyone has their own.
It's what depends on what means talent,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's
your
what I'm
talent,
saying.
obviously, you were able to hit so much power
idea,
with your
yeah,
forehand
for
and
you.
mid.
He goes no idea.
No, really, I see what he means. Like talent is in everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
yeah,
But that's what I'm
certain
trying to
aspects of the
say. So
game.
it doesn't matter how talented you are, how pretty you hit the ball and all that.
Yeah.
It all comes down to all the other factors right now,
Yeah.
which are the emphasis has come to the surface a lot more, I would say, than before.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to be at the court much more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Much
I think
longer
it was
time.
much more
I
on
remember
court as
being in the
opposed
court
to.
almost 6 hours every
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
for
Basically with your
weeks.
coach, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
coach.
Larry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we told as we need to learn fast, we need to build the court
Yeah.
for hours
Yeah.
and hours
Yeah.
without stopping.
Yeah.
With very short rest.
Yeah.
Was
And some quick stretching and that's it.
very
Yeah,
slow.
Yeah. As opposed to now they do the stretching, the ice bath, the recovery boots, the massage.
Now
everything.
All the press.
The warm up plus
press-
recovery
press.
takes a
No,
whole
no,
day.
no. It's like
What's that?
there's
When I
one
go practice day,
Yeah.
like people ask me, "What's your practice day? How many hours you practice?"
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, 2 hours tennis.
2 hours
like,
tennis and the
1
rest
hour
is the
15,
rest,
1
yeah.
hour 30 physical.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, it's pretty short. No, but I come there at 9
Yeah.
to start tennis at like 10, 15.
Yeah.
Then I do the tennis, then I eat, then you need time after it. Then
And
you do
also the
physical,
preparation
then you do
before the
physio,
game.
And then you're back home for your
Takes
kids at
too
7.
much
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
So you practice
Comparing
like
other
3 hours
sports.
30
Far enough.
to leave at 8 and
before.
Yeah,
come
it's a
back
full,
at 7.
it's a full-time job.
It's the
I
same,
agree.
but
Yeah.
I even remember when I was practicing, like when I was 16, 17, 18, I remember I was hitting like 4 to 5 hours. But then
Yeah.
also with the time, how much everything has shifted, like from that perspective, it's crazy. I need 2 hours to just get ready to
get
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a few more years.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
you're-
we took decision with 22, 25,
Yeah.
and then 28 was about, okay, my finish line.
Yeah.
Now imagine taking decision with above 25 only, then 28, after 30, it's so smart.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's much more generous
Yeah.
for you guys
Yeah.
to handle everything.
Yeah.
Even
we've
the-
learned
the
also from
press,
this different
the-
generation as well.
Yes.
We've learned
You
from
learned
that as well.
what we did wrong before. Of like by 30, we were saying, okay, we're ready to call it quits, and it's done. Like our bodies are breaking down, and now you guys learned how to do it the right way and actually take care of the bodies and prepare.
What do you think comparing Roger, Rafa, Novak with these new guys like Yannick or
Yeah.
Khalid?
Well, we have Baby Fed here, so
This guy.
He's been waiting for that one. He
Oh,
wanted to
you're
get that.
waiting.
so we need to
You
just
set him
fine
up
for Rafa
great.
and for Roger.
He set him up great. It's for me, it's just different.
It's
You know, it's
different,
like you can, but also like I when I say I compare, like I can compare the players from the different generation that more when you were still playing, obviously, and competing against them. Like, I even remember from back in the days, like I played even here, I remember I had to play Berdych first round, to play Ferrer first round, to play you, to play Roger, and to play Rafa and somebody else on the final. I mean,
in 1 year.
This is like I'm Superman cannot
the
do
year
that.
that I won
You know?
Acapulco, it was a 500 tournament. I beat Zverev, Kevin Anderson, David Ferrer,
Yeah.
and Dominic Thiem.
Wow.
And it was a 500 tournament.
Yeah.
And I was top 10. In that,
So
in that
so
time.
that's what I'm saying. Like for me, just that whole part of like, let's say more steadier players. I think just the gaps are bigger now, in my opinion. And
The gaps from the top to the.
yeah,
Okay.
the gaps overall. Like that's what I'm saying. The ball part of how everyone is, like the
Yeah.
gaps are, at least in my opinion. And that's why I said it's never against any of the other guys, but
But
it's
when
like
you play against them, they
Yeah.
also create an atmosphere than Rogers.
Like when he felt against Pete.
Of course,
Like when he
that's
felt
what
against
that's
Pete.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The aura was also very different, but not only from these guys. You know, like even the guys that were, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, they were still players that it requires from you to do well. There's no other way. There's no. And I just feel like the gaps now are way different. Of course, younger generation different and all this. That I get all that stuff, and they're faster, stronger, and all that stuff. But it's just the way it's how also I played the game. I even remember back in the days when I got to like a quarter of a Masters. That was like a huge thing, like a success already everywhere. Like I'm telling you, it was crazy. Like, oh, this guy reached quarters, semis. Now you have a bigger gaps because you also don't know, the consistency ain't the same. But for me, now the different part is just how different the game is that everyone has. So I kind of like that a lot as well. So it's like the best on both worlds. But I remember back in the days was the matches I had to play sometimes was my first tournament I won. I played David Ferrer on the final. I mean, I was
That's a tough out. He doesn't
I was
give you
down
anything
a
for free.
set and a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Stockholm.
was that?
He doesn't give you
Stockholm.
anything. Stockholm.
Stockholm.
Love that.
2000.
Love that
So we're
tournament.
playing in Stockholm.
Exactly, we played there.
Played you in
Yeah.
Stockholm. I remember that.
Yeah, so that and I remember it was
We
great.
also play Australian Open.
Yes.
Five,
Battle.
five
You got
sets.
me. You got me
It
in
was
the-
like 10-8 in the fifth,
Something
right?
like that.
Did we
Yeah.
play an exhibition together once somewhere?
Me and you? Did we?
Or did you somewhere?
I don't think so.
I want to say Basel, something quality Sunday. We did something.
We practiced together.
No, I think it was something we did.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love to
You would've
play
beaten me,
doubles with Marty. Marty Fish, he was my
played with
partner
him too.
for many years.
He's
yeah.
a good guy. He's one of my best friends. I still remember that match you played with Dominic Thiem. And Marty was doing some commentary
at the US Open.
at the U.S. Open,
Yeah.
and that was like for him. He only did commentary for a little while, but that's definitely his favorite memory of sitting on
He
the
was
court.
standing-
He was
yeah,
sitting right there. You
sitting
had
right there, yeah.
ridiculously long point. You just went and sat right next to him, gave him a little fist bump, and he's just sitting there. And then he goes right back on there. He's like, "Yeah, I just got a fist bump from Juan Martin." Like talk about it. And you guys were obviously so close, and he's one of my
I
best
played
friends.
Marty once too.
Played Marty. Did you get him?
Hoffman Cup, yeah.
Hopman Cup. I love
We
Hopman.
almost fought on court there.
Really?
Yeah,
He's getting a little feisty.
Yeah, he was very pissed that I beat him like 2-1. I was flying that day, I remember, and he was top 10 at the time, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he was not happy. He was not having it. He's like, we're just talking. The umpire was about to come down,
Yeah.
asking about it.
Yeah.
We spoke about it, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
He cries himself to sleep still. He's very upset. But no, he's got.
Nice. I highly doubt that, man.
No.
Yeah, it was a good moment.
So now for the retired guys, what has changed in life since you retired? Is there something specific on tour that you miss? And now that you're retired, is there something that you appreciate so much more that you don't have to deal with?
Yeah, for me, the big change is I was, at least I wanted to raise family and everything after finish tennis.
Yeah.
The time, as you said, the time on tennis was too short, so it makes sense for me.
That time.
And this is the biggest change. It happened in my life. Now I have 2 kids, my wife,
Yeah.
daily doing stuff with them, watch the boy playing tennis, the girl playing her piano and everything. So this is
it's make my life very fulfilled.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't have any more, and it's impossible to be back on the memories and the feelings
Yeah.
that only these circumstances can give you. And also, luckily, was great job from my brother as well. We are very steady on our company scale, so I can choose what to do on my life and what I like to. We up to tennis on schools, develop many tennis schools around Brazil, foundation. So this keeps you going, daily, because it's nice to have the...
It keeps one foot in tennis as well.
Yes, and get you close. For me, it's strange because my pain give me
The space.
big space from tennis. In the beginning, 1-2 years after the tour, still the head sticks to the tournaments.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were dreaming, they were playing.
I'm still thinking about.
You miss it.
This happened to
So
me.
For me, it's tough to watch tennis
Really?
because you were saying the gap that you have on this time is a big opportunity. But I also I'm happy enjoying my free time. You know, I have no routines to do anymore. And I'm traveling a lot as a tourist for the first time.
So different. So different.
Loves asking us, you
must
traveled
love
there. How was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hotel was
The
great.
hotel was nice. The
food
courts
on
are good.
site was
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. That's all you know.
The
The
balls.
airport.
And the
Last
balls.
year,
Yeah.
balls were
I
horrible.
knew very well New York for
That's
the
all
first
you
time.
do. People hear
I
your
went
schedule. People
whole
hear,
New
you were in
York
Paris, you were in
walking
London, you were
as
in
a
Rome, you were in,
normal
all
guy,
these places.
you know?
Must have been beautiful. She didn't see one thing. That's why I was like, didn't
And
see
that's-
one
that's
thing.
good.
I
That's
saw the
good.
hotel
That's
and
good.
ate at
If
the
I go with my
hotel.
wife, at
And
least
then,
we spend
I
like a
mean,
day.
Yeah.
watching
So when I
something.
when
If I go alone, I
some-
don't do it.
Exactly. When I started dating
Particular tennis
my now
clinics
wife,
in
when she would
the
come on tour,
nice
like that's the
places.
only time I'd ever go sightseeing.
So
Like,
I
she's
do,
there,
like,
okay, we'll go see something. And she's
vacations
like,
and a
well, show me
tennis
around.
clinic
I'm
at
like, I
the
don't
same
know. You've been here 10
It's
times.
nice,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't do anything. I'll
Now I
show you how to get to the courts. You go this way.
I opened my
That's all I
own
know.
tennis academy here.
Yeah, exactly.
Next to Delray Beach.
And then you look
Delray
around
Beach,
when
yeah.
you're
In
Yeah,
the
that's
North
what I was
Miami.
I passed with
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
really
having
cool. Then I
my
focus
own
on
wine
tennis. Yeah, it's
coming
so different to
out,
travel as a
next month.
tourist now. So
So I
different.
will do the launch in Sao Paulo. I have my own wine,
Oh, wow.
and I'm launching in Sao Paulo in 3
Please
weeks.
bring the wine.
Yeah, we need to get the.
We need
What is it called?
What is wine, please?
It's my name, Juan Martín del Potro, Resilience.
Oh, okay.
It's Argentinian Malbec. And I've been doing this project the last 2 years, and it's
Awesome.
almost done.
That's good.
I'll do the launch in Sao Paulo, then Argentina, and then I will be around the world with my bottle of wine. So,
That's not bad. Travel
I
as a
know
tourist and travel
you
drinking
don't
wine.
drink it, but you have to try.
I can,
Yeah.
but
He says, I can drink, but I don't.
like I choose my day to drink.
Choose my day.
Yeah.
What would you do on the first year of retirement? There should be something on a bucket
There is
list.
a question, bucket list,
Yeah.
with family or without? I would
Either both. Both, because you can do one.
But I
one
would
with-
love to go racing, like amateur,
for sure.
completely amateur career. Like they do a lot. Like you pay money,
for
you
sure.
get a
Yeah.
good car, you go with your friend, you race, you get engineers and stuff. But the only thing is, so you travel like for 15 years, and then now you have kids, you still travel. So
still
your
wanna
wife
do
is there
that.
alone.
Yeah.
And then you finish your career. I'm like, you know what?
I'm gonna become a
1 year of amateur racing. I go to 24 hours of São Paulo
New
next
career.
week.
Yeah.
Next week, and I think you're not in a good shape
No, no,
in
no,
your
I-
marriage.
Yeah.
So 1 year after my career, first year of my retirement, family time. for
Family
sure.
time,
I don't
yeah.
think I will
Fair,
do
fair.
any like business or anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Do you
I
think you'll
don't
get
need it.
antsy though? Because I mean, be home with your family, and that's you have wonderful days. You get to relax and spend time with family. But I feel like some athletes, after a few months, like they're so used to being regimented, so used to having a schedule, a reason to get up every morning and do something. Like, do you feel like you'll want to like, okay, I'm going to start a business now. I'm going to do something. Do you think you're gonna, or you're comfortable just?
I believe, and I don't know because you
never
never
know,
know till it happens. I believe that I'm like very easy and a lot staying in the present, especially on tennis court. Actually, I'm tougher. I'm thinking a lot about future, past.
Yeah.
But
Or the balls.
Yeah.
quiz.
balls 4 years ago, 2020, unbelievable. But in life, I'm a lot in the present. So I think,
Yeah.
I honestly think, once I say to myself, I don't know when it's going to be a no more tennis.
Yeah.
I would not even like watch it on
think you
TV
know.
for a year. Like I
Yeah.
would not Then
Fair point.
after 1-2 years,
Then you-
maybe start.
you have to
But
break it.
first year, I would be like,
Will you coach? You think? Would you like to coach?
depends opportunities and stuff. Would you like? Depends the
I mean,
player. depends.
Florian has
Florian.
retired. Florian has retired.
He might have a kid. He might have a kid. You never know. You see some talent.
do a scout for you.
Like I'm not against it, you know.
Yeah.
But
But even though that
definitely
takes
after
travel,
some
though.
years.
That
Yeah,
takes a lot of
yeah,
travel.
for sure,
Like
but-
Andy Murray, you know, he just said
Yeah,
a bunch of time
it's
and then get right back up.
no
and
matter
right.
the opportunity, not straight away. Like at least 2 years.
Yeah, he's here.
He,
Yeah.
you asked me to go travel with him. I said, no,
Really?
man, no.
I think it might be possible. I will be like.
No, yeah, no, I don't want to go back
I
there.
will be like this.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You have to have something that you want to do.
ski.
Besides
I want to learn
carnival,
how to ski.
you want to learn how to ski.
Yeah, this is like my thing.
Because
And-
right now you'd be too scared to get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm riding motorcycles a lot, so that's already very scary.
Yeah.
But I would
Lacoste
say
take notes.
ski. Yeah,
Takes
yeah.
notes.
I go ski and like track motorcycle for sure.
Okay. So do you ski now at all? Or
No. I want to learn. That's why I just
Okay.
want to like go out there, go in the mountains. I love sports, so like I
Yeah.
have to do something with adrenaline though.
Yeah.
For the first year, just to cool off from what I've been doing all my life.
So you think your whole life you'll have
To cool off from
cool off
tennis,
a little bit.
the
So
guys
many-
goes adrenaline.
so many athletes like try to like replace that competition, that feeling, the adrenaline, everything. Like you think you'll always have something that's kind of.
The thing is, I'm
pushing
an
you.
adrenaline junkie.
You think you will as
Me,
well?
when I'm
'Cause you
not
game a
doing
lot, right?
something, I play on my phone.
Yeah.
I play, sometimes I
Yeah.
can play cards or something.
Yeah.
I play PlayStation. I need competition in my life.
Okay.
But not,
Yeah.
like I don't need it, I feel like I don't need it as a drug, but more as a,
Challenge.
yeah, like as a challenge and distraction. So like I can
Oh,
live
okay.
without it, but I'm like.
But
as
you
a-
rather have it.
Yeah, I'd rather have it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, adrenaline. I've tried so hard for so long just to stay away from all the adrenaline.
Yeah. But it's.
I mean, I
that's-
hope I don't have an issue with this one day, but
Or
I really
like
feel like
skydiving. Or
yeah,
bungee jumping.
skydiving, like anything that has to be like with adrenaline completely off the ground. I mean, it's probably that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so many
So
times
you're
we
not-
want to do it. We want to go on the racetrack together. We never get the chance
Yeah.
to do it.
So you're not just gonna be on the golf
sure I
course
will be
chilling
in
and
that car.
relaxing.
Golf?
He's gonna be on his
That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll take that one.
So we're not gonna see
You know, I'm
there.
used to hitting the ball when it's moving, not
Yeah.
when it's stopping.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I see.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, what I do with this?
Have you played paddle already or no?
I like paddle too.
Like paddle. Okay.
Paddle is good.
That's huge here now, huh? Do you,
It's
have you
huge
got, you've got a
everywhere,
new, you have a team, right?
I had a team. I am not in anymore.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but paddle is
Yeah.
huge.
You, do you play a lot?
But no, I'm not playing because my knee hurts a lot. Playing paddle.
Tough to
Yeah.
go down. Oh.
Yeah.
And you have to match the walls. It's tough to play.
That's what I didn't love about it. Trying to like change your mindset of like letting it go off the walls. That's a
I know
lot.
you want to hit through.
I want to hit through it. Hit hard.
I get it. I hear you. man.
I guess
not
I
good
would.
for me.
I guess I would love paddle then.
Yeah, you'd be going.
I would-
you
I would
can't go back
grind
far
paddle
enough though.
together.
I
You
would
can't go back
grind.
far enough.
Yeah, I would
Actually,
grind
I
there.
would like to have him as a partner in paddle.
I bet it
I
is.
never played paddle so far.
Don't worry about it. As
can
long
do
as
everything.
your wingspan is fine. Don't worry. I'll run for the rest. You stay there. And
I'm bad at the net, so.
that's what I'm saying. You stay there, and
He takes over the rest. That'd be a good team. Doubles combination at some point.
that'll be nice.
You never play much doubles.
I don't like. Playing. I don't like playing doubles because I have no.
Now tell us how you.
But
really
it's a good preparation.
I'm actually like doubles as a sport. I love it, like the
Yeah.
tactics, and
No,
I really wanted to do well. Yeah, no, really. I really wanted to do well
It doesn't work well with others.
in Olympics last year, and we didn't. And so I even signed up in Toronto just to be like, I can do it, and we
Yeah.
won like 2 good
I
matches.
can do it.
Anyway, but the thing is that like I'm so focused on the singles tournament.
Yeah.
So even like if they put, let's say, now it's almost every tournament 1.5 weeks, so
Yeah.
you get a day off, and some people, some players, they're like, oh, I might as well play double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to practice. I
Yeah,
usually
practice
practice at 1.
Yeah, but double
I
is
wake up
also
at
good
10.
practice.
Yeah.
I eat breakfast. I don't
Yeah.
want to like
I think
You don't want to
warm
wait in
up.
case it's
Yeah.
raining.
Do you
or-
warm up for
yeah.
doubles, or
Yeah.
do you do an hour practice of
Yeah.
singles and then
Yeah.
go play doubles?
Yeah.
What if it rains and you play at like 6? Actually, Jack Draper played at like 8:30. It was a rainy day.
Yeah.
He went to finish his doubles match at 8:30 and had the singles the next day. Well, he won the
It worked
tournament.
out okay.
Yeah, but like I don't want it.
But he's
like,
young.
I know
very
what
young.
I want, and I don't want doubles in there.
Okay. But you enjoy playing it when you do.
Yeah, and Depends. Like it depends the partner, but not in a way good.
He said it depends the partner.
Yeah. If they don't mess
We
up
come
all
to the
time.
point.
I cannot be a leader in doubles.
Oh, really?
I need to be this guy, the support player. Like I hit my shots and I let the other guy take the rest, and then I can be. Then I can be.
He stays 20 feet behind and you take it up there.
Yeah.
You take it up in there.
Then I can be an amazing doubles player, but I need like it's actually a doubles player to play.
Yeah,
And
okay.
usually, if I sign in doubles, I'm like, my condition is whenever
We are double, but we are partners.
Make sure you say the contract.
Yeah, exactly. Then I can then I can
You say that in advance, right?
withdraw any moment, and doubles players they don't get.
Yeah, they don't want to do that.
Churros.
You got salted
is rough
caramel
stuff.
and wild berry.
You know what?
thank
I can afford it. I can afford it.
You can afford it. You worked out. You guys
That's
work
my
out
cheat
plenty.
day.
Yeah. So you two can definitely afford it. Go for it. Go, enjoy.
What did you say?
You
Chocolate,
said
caramel.
you guys can afford
Dulce
it.
de leche, no?
Ah, maybe.
Dulce.
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel. Yeah.
Caramel.
The same but different.
Yeah.
Wow, actually unbelievable.
Which one you have? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, maestro.
Sí, sí, el mío también.
Oh, wow, these are good.
All right, I'll try one.
Can come on house or?
Se fosse o vinho do Del Potro, eu tomava ele.
Very good. I like churros.
Coming soon, coming soon.
You gonna double dip there, man? You gonna double dip there or what?
Yeah, I try every salt.
All right. So we got the end. Dessert.
Doubles.
No. Did you take that up at all after? Huh? Eggs? Yeah. Smoothies. That's what I make. I make the kids smoothies. That's the only thing I'm good at. But
I went to culinary school
you went to culinary school?
for a few days, yeah.
No way. What's your favorite to make?
I can do sunny side up eggs. I can do sunny side up eggs. And chicken with rice.
You can do scrambled, sunny side.
I cannot do
always
scramble.
go-
I can do
You
omelette.
can do
I can do
scramble? You can
omelette.
do scramble.
But my omelette looks a little bit like a French crepe. You know, like just.
Close it up.
Just fold it over. So what do you like to cook?
I was learning how to do is like pasta.
Okay.
It's tricky
It's easy to cook.
Is it?
to make the
it's very
pasta from
tricky.
scratch.
No, I take it out of the box and I dump it in the water.
No, but it's very
I
tricky.
can-
Sometimes on the box it sells 12 minutes, and sometimes it's 15. But you didn't look
You
at
gotta
it.
know. You gotta
didn't
know.
look at it.
Yeah, you gotta know where.
That was yeah. That
Put a little salt
I'm
in the
still
water.
getting better at it. Like the right consistency. That's most important. Now the fish and all that, it's easy. Now I'm like trying to work on some sauces and stuff.
Has your diet changed in terms of like getting all the nutrition and getting healthier? Are you gluten free? Do you do anything specific, or just try to eat healthy in general?
No, I try to eat healthy in general, but I also need the days where I'm like, you know what, I want to
burn
eat.
thousands
You know,
of calories,
that's
so
what I'm
it's
saying.
not
Like
a problem.
I'm averaging like between 4,800 and over 6,000 calories a day,
Okay.
and we've calculated that on
Yeah.
regular days, even like
Yeah.
without even having to compete.
Yeah.
So that already it's so difficult to.
That's stressed.
No, but like I have.
The guys wake up and burns
I
calories
ha-
straight away
no,
just
but actually,
by
you know
waking
what?
up.
You know what's so funny? I did this test, like the metabolism, where you sleep with the thing,
Yeah.
and just sleeping, like I burn like 1,200 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my something. No,
Which
seriously.
is the problem because you have to eat. Yeah. You have to.
So I
eat
have
so
to
much
kind of replenish
to-
with the
yeah.
different things, but then.
You have to eat this before going to sleep and just after waking up. man.
And you know what?
Back in the year, the diet it was not too important.
No, it wasn't big. And
We ate pasta before the
Pasta
game.
was the
Pasta and meat.
salvation for
Pasta
us.
and
We
chicken.
thought that pasta was the
Pasta.
best food in the
Yeah.
world.
Banana
Pasta and
during the
chicken
game,
every
and
night.
that's it. Yeah.
Pasta and beef, pasta and chicken. Same thing.
But I feel like I think it's different for everybody though, because whatever like works food-wise for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you.
Yeah.
100%.
I think this, like when someone's like, "Oh, what do you eat?" I'm like, "It doesn't matter what I eat because this is not gonna work for you."
Yeah.
It's
That's
just how it is.
It's a great thing about our sport is that
Yeah.
it can be everyone's different body types, different styles,
Of
different
course.
styles to play. But what works for you? I was similar to you, like burned so quickly, and you have to always
Yeah.
force food in. Other people they have to manage. They have to not eat as much. They have to, so it's
And
very
also, I
different.
had to now for the first time in my life, I had to manage actually when I couldn't play for like a couple of weeks because I was like a little bit injured. I had to pace myself with food.
Yeah.
I never had to pace myself with food
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It was the first time where I was like, okay, shit, okay.
Maybe I don't need that.
You know, maybe I had that extra
Ages
portion.
again.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll skip that scoop of ice cream, or like, just your mind kind of instantly goes like, oh, maybe I should.
So back off.
You know,
We
it's
have
like,
more space and flexibility on our life.
Yeah.
not giving 100% for tennis. I think now these days they
You cannot.
they have to put it much more. Even like we were talking before about going out dinner. For us it was very simple.
Yeah. It was also
very,
different. I
very
think.
easy. You go there, someone come to your table, okay.
Yeah.
But now these days,
No.
I think
everything takes so much effort, and you have to put everything all in the table. You know.
I think part of that
be
is
there.
the teams. Back when we played, or probably, but like it was you and your coach probably, and so you
teams is a double.
Exactly. You have a buddy. You go out to dinner. Like Marty and I, we would go out to dinner. Hey Marty, you want to go to dinner? And then by the end of our careers, it was like, well, I've got my coach, I've got my girlfriend, I've got my trainer, I've got my stringer, I've got my nutrition. So I got 5. How many do you have? I got 6. Well, I'm not getting a table for 11. So we'll see you tomorrow. So like you become isolated. And now I feel like it used to be when I first started. It was like, hey, let's roll up at Applebee's and Outback
Have a
and
baby back ribs.
Exactly.
The
And-
food doesn't matter.
but it was about the
The place
experience.
doesn't matter much. We were
You just
able
had fun.
to be ourselves much
easy.
more.
Yeah, it was easier, I think, and now the teams have gotten so big that it makes it so they're
The
just
player
And to set
took
the
longer.
dinner time is
Yeah.
difficult.
And that's why at night I don't want to see them anymore. And therefore, no. But I think also with the food is like, I don't know, like even if I have to go somewhere, like I eat before sometimes like my own things, and then I go and I spend time with friends or whatever. But I don't. If not, you have to wait and this and you just have to be very mindful. That's all. Like just that's all. That's the only thing.
And you guys do a better job of probably conserving that energy and being ready for your job.
No, you need it.
for playing.
Consistent.
All right. Well, then we'll let you guys finish that, and we'll send you guys on your way. You guys need to get ready to play. The rest of us, we're going out in Miami, so
We will.
we're done from here.
Oh well.
Thank you so much for joining us and come out to the Miami Open.